What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, y'all know what time it is. It's the preview show for the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Detroit is coming off of a loss to the Minnesota Vikings. A game that I think that they weren't really focused in on, because I think that they were more zoned in on what this game that's coming up today, the Washington Commanders, because they have anger in their veins. They have fuel in their blood. They want to not only beat us, they want to destroy us, because they really do feel extremely disrespected for what happened in last year's playoffs. They feel that where Washington got was where they were supposed to be. Not only that, they also probably feel that they would have beat Philadelphia and gotten to the Super Bowl and won. So with that being said, this is not going to be a pretty game. This will more than likely be a substantial bloodbath. We saw Sam Darnold pick Washington off and throw for almost 300 yards. Or no, he threw for 300 yards in the first half of the game. The biggest threat the Seattle Seahawks showed us was Jackson Smith and Jigba, and that was one guy. Now multiply that by 5. When you think about Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Gibbs, Montgomery, Laporta, like this is not going to be a pretty game. And I understand that they got some injuries along their offensive line, but a lot of that stuff, because we're minus a lot of guys, you know, Marshawn Lattimore, even though people have been talking bad about him, he was actually performing well this season. Like, I understand that. I think that there's a lot of times people take certain games and then try to make it like he was that bad, but he actually wasn't playing that bad this season. So now he's out. And we got a hobbling Quan Martin and possibly a hobbling Trey Amos as well. So, no, his name is Amos, Trey Amos. So we're sitting in a situation where you got evil in the hearts of the Detroit Lions, because I mean, you got to think about it. When we beat them, they were down a lot of players. A lot of their players were injured as well. So there is no sympathy being shown here, or, you know, a feeling of let's slow the brakes down, because for them, they really felt embarrassed. Not only that, they felt extremely embarrassed, because understand this, what is in that quarterback Netflix thing, that's going to be forever. So for them, they want to prove something big time. Not only that, they want to prove it and understand they're going to beat us down, because they want a forever situation too. Because understand, that quarterback thing, that's going to be marked forever. They know we're on Hard Knocks this year. They're like, oh, no. You got us on a forever situation. We're going to get you back on a forever situation, because that Hard Knocks will be around forever. So, yeah, this is one that, I'm going to be honest, I don't see us coming anywhere close to winning. Not only that, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to put the same amount of points or even more on us that we put on them in the playoff game. With that being said, I think this will be one of those games where we're going to really see, look, it's not easy for me to say this, but hopefully y'all understand why I say this. For me, the season is over. I feel it's pack your bags, get yourself together, and regroup next year. Not because it's a losing mentality, but more because the more guys you get injured, or the more you try to succeed this season, it's just going to look and be worse. Because I told y'all, and I know a lot of people don't want to say it. That's one thing that I recognize. When I said the thing about the curse and the uniforms and the names and everybody wanting to link to the past and everything like that, and I kept saying like, yo, these uniforms are cursed. When y'all talk about this stuff, it's a curse. And we're seeing what happened to our season. I know it was oddly quiet. That normally even the people that are for it would normally say something. Everybody was oddly quiet. And I think the reason everybody was oddly quiet is because everybody knew for the first time that there was something that everybody could agree on. That maybe possibly these uniforms and talking about the past and all that was in fact a curse. And this is, to me, this is why we should probably rein the season in. Until we get everybody back and everything that's going on calms down, this just seems like this is like a dead season for us. I mean, because even when you think about it, we can come out the next game we'll have is the game against the Miami Dolphins. And that's not going to be an easy game. That's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the means. And it's going to get even tougher as we go along to the season, because once we hit our bye, we might be fine, but then we got to deal with the division. Like, we got to deal, like, understand, the Giants want some get back too. The Giants want some get back. The Dallas Cowboys said, hey, we'd already proven we can whoop y'all, so guess what? Every whooping we get from somebody else, we plan on giving it to you. And understand, we haven't even seen the Philadelphia Eagles yet at a time when they're starting to try their best to get themselves back. And understand that they're going to now be going to Saquon a whole hell of a lot coming up. Because he just had his breakout game. And he's behind right now. So, yeah. This is, and we also got the Broncos, who for some reason love playing football in the fourth quarter and winning games. So this is a tough one, y'all. I mean, this Detroit game is not an easy game to come into. And like I said again, when you're talking about a team that has evil in their heart, understand, look at the teams that we played that had evil in their heart and how they felt about us after last season and what we did last season. We embarrassed the Bears. They came back and embarrassed us. We embarrassed the Atlanta Falcons. We basically snatched their playoff hopes out of their hands in one game. They got back at us. We basically sat up there and saw like what was happening with us. And like I said, this is a lot of get back that's happening right now. A lot of get back that's happening. And there's nothing right now that we can do. So, like I said again, this is not an easy game for us. And I feel that at the end of the day, there will be no sympathy for us. There won't be any sympathy for us. There won't be any, oh, let's not blow them out too bad. No. They're mad. They're mad. They're mad. The Lions are mad. Not only are the Lions mad, their wives are mad too. Because remember, Jared Goff's wife was like pissed Remember, Jared Goff's wife was pissed. I'm around St. Brown's girl was pissed. Everybody's wives and girlfriends was pissed. So you don't think that this gonna mean something? I wouldn't be surprised if all those same people, wives and girlfriends as a whole, are in Washington to watch us get brutalized. And guess what? It will be on Hard Knocks. That's another thing. Hard Knocks is going to be hard for us to watch this season. It's going to be difficult. We're going to see something that we've never seen before. And here we are now with the news that Jaden Daniels won't even be put on the IR because they feel he can come back. Again, let's pack up the season and say we quit. We quit this season. Like let's pack it up, because again, I don't want a situation where our superstar has a long-term debilitating injury throughout the rest of his career. I don't want it. I don't want him to have degenerative bone issues. I don't want that. I want him to be able to sit up there and start fresh and start new. Because we can't go through another loss season next year due to what the mistakes we made this year. So again, like I said, this is not going to be a pretty game. This is going to be a brutalizing of us. We're going to get brutalized in this game. It's not going to be a game that we're just going to go out there and win big. In fact, I don't even know if Terry McLaurin is playing in this game. Again, we're down bad. We're down bad, and this is not a game. So, with that being said, my score prediction for this game will be 45-20, and a lot of the 20 points will be garbage time points, because we will be sitting there watching as the Detroit Lions celebrate on our sideline very early in the game, as they bench their starters early in the game, and then people start to say, "Oh, Detroit knew to bench their starters pretty early, but yeah, Dan Quinn didn't think to bench Jaden Daniels early." Like, I know it's coming. I know that's going to be the discussion. I know that's going to happen. The game was out. You see, Detroit knew that the game was over, and they went on and benched their starters. I know it's going to be talked about. I know it's going to be talked about. And God forbid, I'm not even going to bring it up. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. I ain't going to put it out there. I ain't going to say it. But hopefully we all make it out this game injury-free. Like, hopefully everybody gets out the game 0 injuries. So that's what I'm hoping for. The hell with the win. I'm hoping for everybody to lead the game no injuries. So, man, score, like I said, 42-20, and like I said, I think 45-20. I'm gonna say 45-20, because I really think that they really are angered at us, and they feel that no, y'all didn't have sympathy for us. We're not gonna have sympathy for y'all. 45-20. A lot of those 20 points will be garbage time points. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about what's happening? How do y'all feel about what's going on? Do y'all feel we should pack the season in? Do y'all feel that they should bring Jaden Daniels back, even though, you know, we don't want him to have a long-term issue going down the line? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune, and it's been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.